How's it going, guys? All right, so today we have a Ninja 650 2011. I got this motorcycle for about $2,000. It needs a lot of work. So as we can tell, we have the engine case. It's a little bit, you can tell that it was dropped on the right side. It's right there. But yeah, it's gonna need for sure a new chain, new sprocket. The handlebars, the clutch is broken. It has some other stuff too. Throttle is extremely sticky, which is just minor stuff. This is faded. I don't know if just get a new one or just leave it like that. We'll deal with it later. I'm trying to see what else it has. So it's for sure gonna need new brake pads. They're all very old and they just look really bad. Forks as well, most likely. There is no coolant reservoir. For some reason, the people who had it before, they just put this little bottle on here, I guess. And the main issue with this bike is that the fuel pump doesn't work, according to the people that sold it to me. But that's what we're gonna be here to do. We're gonna try to fix this, make it look brand new, and yeah, let's get to it. So first of all is I already ordered the fuel pump. It's right here. I ordered a lot of other things alongside with it, and so first we're gonna install this fuel pump. We need to see if the bike runs, and I also need to go get some gas. Sorry, there's a plane going by right now. But yeah, this is my first video in a long time. We'll see how this goes. Oh shit, I just hit the bike, whatever. But fuel pump, we got the key. The bike does turn on. I was able to, the lady who sold it to me, she had a brand new battery. I think it's in the garage right now. And yeah, I'll be right back once I get some gas, and let's get this installed and see if it runs. All right, so we have everything set up right here. We have the fuel pump, tools, battery. While I'm at it, might as well pump up the tires, and also we got the gas. But before, this tank still has gas in it, so we need to clear this out. Need to make sure that the gas tank isn't dirty, or if we need to clean it. And we need to get this gas tank off, take the seat off, and take it off just so we can get to the fuel pump. So I'm gonna just do a time lapse and let you guys just see this. Alright, so we got the gas tank off. The fuel pump is right here. I'm trying to find a way to take this out. It's a little bit confusing, but once we find out how to do that, we got the replacement fuel pump right here, which I'm assuming goes in right here. And yeah, I might have spilled a little bit of gas because it still had a little bit of gas in it. We're gonna get those put into containers just so we can dispose of those properly, or I can dispose of those properly, and then I'll be back once we get this installed. All right, so newly found discovery, guys. So as you can see, the fuel filter is extremely dirty. I don't know if you can, let me zoom in you guys real quick, but it is just a lot of gunk in there. So we're gonna clean this out. We're still gonna change out the fuel pump, but we're gonna get this cleaned out, look better, and then hopefully we should get this running. Alright, so it is a lot cleaner than what it was before. If the camera would focus, this is the best I could do with some brake cleaner. I'm gonna clean it out with some gas, and then while I'm already here, I'm gonna start washing down some of this just so it looks a lot nicer. Specifically this, just because the tank is gonna go right there. So yeah. Alright, one thing that I noticed was I put the old gas in here just so we can dispose of it, and as you can see, there's still like pieces of gunk in there. And so I was just gonna throw the gas tank back onto the thing. Look at it, it looks so clean and nice now. I'm gonna wipe it down a little bit more, but this I am not able to take that off. That's so difficult. But yeah, this is very clean now. It looks like a brand new motorcycle already. But as I was saying, the gas tank was very dirty from the inside. I mean, it wasn't extremely dirty, but you can see pieces of gunk falling out as well. So as you can see, I filled it up right now with some chemicals, some water and some other chemicals, just so that it could unstick. And we're just waiting for this to get clean. So I need to stop saying this. Like, I'll see you guys in a little bit. I'll see you guys. I'll be right back. Who cares? I'm gonna just edit it and then it'll be good. Sorry. I need to focus. But so as you can see, it's gone a little bit later. it's like 6 or so. The tank has been cleaned, and damn, why am I so gassed? So yeah, the tank is clean. I just need everything to dry because, you know, no amount of water can get into the engine, nothing. So we need to make sure that this dries really well. And it has a little bit of grass right here because I was setting it down on the grass so I can clean it for a little bit before I put the chemicals. So let's just clean this up. And yeah, it is the next day, so the gas tank is completely dry. I let it sit through about, like, I want to say 20 hours or so. So you can't really see in there, but it's completely dry. I'm gonna try to wipe down a little bit of that dirt in there, and yeah, let's get this back installed. One thing that I do want to point out, I just want to see the motorcycle runs. There's little other things that like need to be fixed first. First of all, these two valves or holes, whatever you want to call them, right here. The one that is a little bit more used had I believe that's the ventilator hose, the one that goes out here, as you can see. And then the other one, it didn't have one, but I found it within the bike, and I didn't know what it was for. And so actually, that's for, if I'm correct, it is for when you overfill your gas tank. That's where it's gonna go under, and it goes out the hose under the motorcycle. I didn't know that was a thing, but you know, you learn something new. I'm gonna install it without the overfill hose because I'm only gonna give it two gallons of gas, or about a gallon. And I just want to see if the motorcycle turns on with the new pump or if it runs. So yeah, let's get that put on, and then we'll see. So first, we ran into a little bit of an issue. The bike does not want to start. You can hear the pump going. It has about half the full tank, and when you try to start it, all you hear is this. So it sounds like a battery issue. The battery that the lady gave me, she said it was new, claimed to be new, but we're guessing that it's not. So I'm gonna check the voltage with the multimeter, and I'm also gonna put it on a trickle charger. So we're gonna move the bike from here to over there, just so it can reach the trickle charger. So running the multimeter test, it was only reading about 1210 or so. The correct reading for an average regular battery is like 12.6, 12.8 or so. So it's on the trickle charger right now. We have it plugged in. We're gonna let it charge up a little bit, see if that's the issue. But while I'm at it here, I might as well go ahead and change the brake pads. They're still relatively new, but I'm gonna just go ahead and change them to look for nicer, more reliable ones, just because those could have been affected by rust, dirt, and grime and other stuff. And I already have them, so might as well. And then also, while I'm here, I want to check out this right here. This is the main issue. As you guys can see, the water pump, I'm assuming the thermostat is somewhere around there as well. It was leaking. This could be an overheating issue, which could mean that the engine could be toast. Well, we're hoping that that's not the problem. But while I'm here, I'm also doing oil change. We're waiting on the reservoir for this. I like how I say but I'm the only one working on this for the most part. He's just kind of helping me out if I run into a problem. Like right now with the motorcycle not turning on, and we thought it was the bad ground, but it's charging up right now. And yeah, I'm gonna do a little time lapse. I'm gonna put this on the stands, and yeah. So to do the oil on the 2011 Ninja 650R, I had to look for the oil drain plug because I didn't know which one it was. I was assuming it was this one, and then I just like looked around. There was other screws that looked somewhat similar, but that one was the biggest one. So the oil drain plug is that one right there, and we already have new Lucas oil. We have a CarQuest oil filter. So let's put some new oil into it. Bad news, guys. So the bike doesn't want to turn on. I thought that the battery was bad. I'm still tempted to change it, but I don't really want to, just because I don't want to buy a brand new battery. The battery, it was at 12.10 in the beginning. We charged it. It dies pretty quickly. It doesn't sustain the charge too much, but it's staying consistently at about 12.40. I have my battery off of my motorcycle that I could try to use, but right now I was trying to test the solenoid right here, the starter solenoid. And it's reading good, so there's battery or charge to there. There's electricity there. So I'm assuming that it's a bad starter, hopefully. but it could be that battery isn't good anyways, like it's bad, like it's just doesn't want to work at all, which could be the case. But while I'm here, I had already bought an air filter. I'm not gonna get that for a few more days most likely, just because eBay takes its time. So while I'm here, I'm gonna change out the spark plugs, and I need to find a way to lift this up, just because it's not being held up in the proper places. Just because I want to take the wheel off, take the chain off, take the sprocket off, just so I can clean them up. And the bike already has, I already put the new oil in it. We examined the water pump right here. It's not really a water pump, I don't know how to explain it. It has a turbine in it, and it has a screw with the gasket. The gasket was in good condition, it's right here, but I'm gonna try to look for another gasket, and we're gonna go with it. I don't know what the issue could have been. There is no crack on the casing on the water pump housing, so that's where I'm like, I don't understand why it was leaking. It could be for a variety of reasons, but yeah, I'm gonna try to get in there, change out the spark plugs, and just give it the regular maintenance. And I'm gonna try to see if I can take out these for my bike, just so I can stand it up properly and change out the brake pads and do a chain adjustment and everything else. So let me go get that. It's pretty windy, so we'll see. So there's something that I just found out, which you guys are gonna be a little bit shocked. Not really, it's not that serious, but I found it pretty funny. So I was gonna change the air filter, I was gonna do the spark plugs, and that's what I was getting to. But look what I found. Let's look at the air filter real quick. Oh, can't take it out. You know, everything looks okay, right? Everything looks alright. Yeah, no, that is not alright. How do you expect the engine to even work? There is no air going to it. Look at those holes. But yeah, this is gonna get changed out. I ordered the filter. It should be coming in a few days. These videos are gonna take a while, just because I don't have everything for them, and I have to order them off the eBay, Amazon, the Kawasaki store. But yeah, just look at that. It's disgusting. I think I have a light right here. Let me turn this on. Look at that. That is disgusting. We're gonna get that changed out, and I'm gonna go ahead and change the spark plugs as well. So catch you guys. I have somewhat bad news. The bad thing about being ADHD, or struggling a little bit with it, is that there's so much to do on the bike that I just suck at focusing on one thing. Not gonna lie. As you can see, the things that I said I was gonna do, I said I was gonna do spark plugs, haven't started yet. I kind of like gave up on trying to figure that out for now. And then I was like, you know what, I might as well just get the chain and the sprocket out of the way. So that's what I started doing. Now I'm already here, might as well do the brakes. And another thing that I was realizing is I thought that the grip was sticky, but it's not actually the grip, it's the throttle. The throttle's staying there. So the throttle, probably the throttle cable needs to be lubed. There's something needs to be done right here, because it's getting stuck in place. And yeah, there's a lot of things to do, but I'll put time lapses whenever I can. And yeah, this is the before of the sprocket. You guys can't really see it on video, but I'm trying to see. It is extremely dirty, very dirty. We're gonna have this cleaned by hopefully tomorrow. Alright, so bad news, guys. I mean, good news and bad news. So first, I already put in the new spark plugs. I'm still waiting on the air filter, so I just kind of have it just without an air filter for right now. The battery is on, and the good news slash bad news is that according to the previous owner, they said that it should have just turned on with the fuel pump, which turned out to be a lie. There's other things that are going on with this bike that I checked, and I was like, man, whatever, it's still a decent deal. Like, I'm still gonna fix it and try to resell it. And yeah, so the good news is this. So first, you can hear the fuel pump priming. Okay, you can see fuel sending unit works, everything works. Try to see if I can get a better angle. It's a little bit of glare. Okay, and something that I saw was it didn't want to crank at first. It just made that noise, but you have to press it really hard in order to work, so you can hear it crank. Okay, so that makes me think that it's an issue with the ignition switch, because it's very picky. Like, I can press it very lightly, or see, that worked right there, but before it doesn't. It's very inconsistent. So there's crank, but there's nothing else. So it could be a variety of things. The only thing that sucks is that we're waiting on parts. Something that I fixed while I was away was I lubed up these buttons. They were very stiff and sticky, and so they feel basically brand new now. And so yeah, the only one that I was not able to get to work for some reason was the hazards. The hazards were getting stuck in place. I cleaned it out completely and nothing was working, and it would just get stuck in place and it wouldn't come back out. So I decided to just do something to just make it so that the hazards just like if you press it down it flashes, but it's not going to stay in place for temporarily. And so yeah, I just got an Amazon delivery. We got the new levers. We got them right here. Let's see, we got some righted levers. These are pretty nice. Okay, so these are going to replace, I'm assuming this is the clutch one. These are going to go right here, and they're going to replace these. And they're going to look so much better than these chrome ones. And this one's broken, so yeah. Well, I'm going to change these out because this is the only thing that I could do. I've been working at it since the morning, trying to get this thing to crank and start running. I also need to get the chain out. Oh, another thing that I did last night was I got the sprocket cleaned. You can't even see, it's too dark. Let me see if I can turn this light. That did not work. Okay, let me bring it out to the light real quick. As you can see, the sprocket looks almost brand new now. Sure, it has this little like blemishes and stuff, but it's a lot better than what it was previously. Let's put this back. Oh, look, there's a hummingbird. And there's my dog. So another thing that I did yesterday, I did a lot yesterday, is I put new brake pads on it, but there's just one issue, is that the little safety pin, I broke it because I was struggling to take it out. So I ordered some new ones and trying to see what else. I was worried that this little propeller turbine wasn't going to spin, but when you crank it you can see it spinning, which is a good thing. The reservoir should be coming in today. What do you want? Hey guys, you want to say hi? Trying to see what else. I don't know if I recorded it. I've been doing a lot of things at one time. I get very distracted. I took off the fairings, as you can tell. It's a naked bike for the time being, but it's getting there. At least we know the engine cranks. And I also had to open it up because I messed up something with the spark plugs. It's a long story, but basically I put a short socket onto the spark plug. Don't ask me why. I messed up. It's pretty funny. And I wasn't able to take the spark plug out or the socket to properly put it in there because I couldn't reach it. And so I had to open up the little cover just so I can reach it better. And so yeah, well, I'm gonna go ahead and change the levers and I'll be right back. Alright, so out with the old. You can see that cracked one right there. This is the brake lever. This is the clutch lever. Alright, so out with the old, in with the new. Look how much cleaner that looks. Oh yeah. The cables still need to be lubed, so that's why they're like that. But yeah, these are so much better. Hey guys, so I'm back. I have no idea what was the last thing that I recorded, but the 650, I have good news. It runs. There's just one problem. When I was cleaning out the gas tank, there was I guess I didn't properly clean it, so when I put the fuel pump back in, it wasn't working. And there was another thing that I really want to mention, is that there was no fuel pressure. So the reason for the no fuel pressure was for something very simple, which is completely on me, that if I put this little small thing on it, it would have ran the first time. But it was because there's an O-ring that goes on the fuel pump that connects to a little connector, and I didn't have that. So I was trying to put the old fuel pump back on, and I was like, hey, what is this? There's an O-ring on this that I didn't put onto the other one. So with that, the fuel pressure got fixed. So that's how we got it running. I'm currently cleaning out the gas tank again, but more properly this time I used two gallons of vinegar and some water. I'm letting it sit for about a day or so, and then I'm gonna rinse it out with the power washer that I have over here, and then throw some baking soda in there just so it can, like, you know, fight the rust that the vinegar could cause. And so that's what it's currently doing right now. Something else that I've done is I've cleaned the chain. I had lubed those throttle cables, but I decided to put new ones in. They were only $12. Wasn't too bad. I'm trying to see what else. Yeah, I've only ran it for like 4 seconds, just because I don't have the water pump set up right now, and so while we're waiting for that, I can't run it completely. But I'm gonna give it a quick wash and see how it looks. I'm gonna give you guys a little time lapse. Welcome back, guys. So I have a lot of good news. First of all, I want to say, hey Anya. Sorry, I got a little bit distracted. Sorry. So the bike runs. It officially runs. Something I want to look back on is I thought it was going to be different types of issues. Like something that I was looking up that I thought might be the problem was that the tip over sensor, which is right here, had gone bad or something, but I guess not. I like moved it around and it like let the motorcycle stay turned on. I don't know what the case may be. It could have been because something else, but the motorcycle runs. I could turn it on right now. See, fuel pump priming, or let me see. Yep, it should turn on first try. Yeah, it's pretty good. So that's good. I had to clean the gas tank, as I said previously. 2 gallons of vinegar, filled the rest up with water. Once the vinegar water was drained, then I had to I pressure washed the inside as much as I could, and then once I cleaned that out again, I put some baking soda and some water in. Shout out to YouTube. If you look up how to clean a gas tank, it's probably going to be the first YouTube shorts. But yeah, the rear brake pads and the front brake pads are all new. I bled the front and I bled the front and rear brakes, so everything is good. Also, it's not leaking coolant anymore, even though it has the old gasket on it. I'm waiting for the new one to come in, just so that it could be like really good, you know. But yeah, the bike runs, and there really isn't much else to do to the motorcycle now. I just need to get this seat reupholstered. I also need to find a way to mount this coolant reservoir, because that's not how it's supposed to be. It doesn't have the right mounting brackets for it, so I'm gonna need to see what I could do with those. Also, the forks are leaking a little bit of oil. I'm gonna try to get a new seal for them, just so they can be fine. It doesn't seem like a too big of a problem. Trying to see what else. The chain is something that I'm struggling with. I don't know if it's common information, but the chains have their own tight and loose spots. So when I've been working with it, trying to tighten at the tight spot, or loosen it at the tight spot, it becomes too loose in other places. So I'm trying to figure out a good one. The chain still looks in good condition, but it could be because the chain has been worn out. It shouldn't be though, because it only has less than 10,000 miles, assuming that it's only been on the same chain. But yeah, I wanted to keep you guys updated on the progress, and I'll record other things when they come into play. I got good news, you guys. So if you see this left fairing, look how messed up this fairing is. Look at this right here. Yeah, it's pretty bad, but luckily we got basically a brand new one, a brand new left fairing, for a decent price. It was about $60. I found on Marketplace. This is the only decent one that he had that I didn't have, or that I needed to change, so we got this one. So yeah, that's gonna look so much better than this. Alright, so we got some old tires. I mean, not old tires. This is a tire off my old motorcycle, my Ninja 650. And the back when I got it used was basically like 80% tread left. I'm going to put those onto this motorcycle just because these wheels, or these tires, whatever you want to call them, they're very old. They are from about 2010, the 32nd week of 2010. And I'm pretty sure these were the stock tires that came off the dealership, or off the, forgot what you call it, like off the lot. Yeah, off the lot. But yeah, I'm gonna get that switched out. I'll give you guys like a little time lapse for just the front one, and then I'll eventually do the back one as well, and then it'll have like decent tires that I would trust for somebody to drive away with them if they buy when they buy a motorcycle, if they do. So yeah, another thing is that you see this chair, I purposely ripped it up just because I was like, man, I'm gonna fix it anyways. I was gonna go get it sent to be reupholstered, but I just bought the material and I'm gonna do it myself. I've never done it before, but hopefully it turns out well. Another thing is that I'm pretty sure I already said it, but the water pump, I had to put the old seal back on it and it was working, but everything in the water pump, there's like about 4 O-rings, a mechanical seal, and then a rubber gasket or rubber like O-ring as well. They're all brand new. It's not leaking at all, and as you can see from the video, I don't know if I already put it, but I tried to do like a burnout in this. I had never done one before, but fan turns on, bike works amazingly. There's completely like no like issues with it, which is great. So yeah, let's get this tire off. Alright guys, this old tire that I had from my bike, it still has a little bit of tread on it. It's just enough. I'm gonna put this tire onto that one because this is a 2022, I believe. Where does it say? Right here. Right there. 2022, the 45th week of the year. And if you look at this one, after the burnout, look at those cracks. Oh yeah, that's not a good tire. So put that one onto this one, and this one's already on there. I just need to get it balanced. I ordered a wheel balancer tool. I have never balanced the wheel in my life, but we're gonna figure it out. It shouldn't be too difficult, but focus, there you go. It shouldn't be too bad. But yeah, and also we got the material for this seat coming in soon, so I'm not actually gonna do a time lapse for this one. There's really no point, but yeah, give me a little bit of time. I'm getting used to this. I enjoy recording. I'm curious to see how the progress like goes throughout these videos, because this is all over the span of like 2 weeks. Maybe it's gonna take me a little bit longer. So yeah. And lastly, another thing I wanted to say is the coolant reservoir that I had bought is actually the incorrect one. They sent me one from 2012 to 2016. So it was not the right one, so that's why it wasn't fitting. I ordered the right one, and it should be getting here. I'm returning that one. Shout out eBay. But yeah, the bike is coming along nicely. I also need to do the forks. The new fork seal should be coming in today, and I have all the tools for them. I've never done them before either, but we're here to learn, are we not? So yeah. Oh shit! I didn't let me do that. I just pressed the brake, and I forgot I had the wheel off. I don't know why I did that. Yeah, I have no idea why. Whatever. But yeah, all right, I'll get back to it. Welcome back, guys. So I have good news. As you can see, we have transferred everything, or shifted, to the garage. I should have done this in the first place. Outside it gets so hot. Right here I could put the little fan on, that one doesn't work right now, but put the little fan down there. But this is so much more comfy than being outside. But I have good news. So I don't really remember what I recorded last time, but I did the new forks. These are brand new forks. Let me see if I can turn the little light on real quick. Is it dead? It's completely dead. Never mind. Okay, so the forks are completely new, or not completely new, but the forks, I resealed them. I put new gaskets, new O-rings, new everything, whatever it is. I redid them all. Those are good now. I'm currently balancing the tires. I have never done this in my life, but I am learning, and as you can see, I think I did a pretty good job. The heavy side was right here at this one, and the light side was up here, right where the valve stem is at. And I put 2 weights right here. I don't know if you can see them, but there's 2 weights, and now if we were to put it in any position, it should stay there. There we go, staying there. I could do a different one, put it like right there, boom, staying there. And yeah, this wheel is balanced. I had to get a second eye and see if they could like find out that it's not balanced, because I don't want it to be dangerous. But I think I did a pretty good job. Now I'm gonna do the next one, and yeah, this bike is getting put together pretty fast now, and I finally got the material to get this seat done. I'm gonna try to get this done, and I'm trying to think of what else. Yeah, I just need to get this wheel balanced. I'm gonna put that one on with the fairing and everything that goes onto it, and I'll catch you guys in a little bit right now. Hey guys, this has been about, like, I want to say almost close to 2 weeks. I'm sorry, this is probably still a really fast cut for y'all, but I've been busy with some other stuff. I'm currently doing my finals. I'm about to graduate, so I got good news. We are most likely getting this bike sold today. Why is my hand so bright? Yeah, I pretty sure that you guys haven't seen this bike ever since I got it done. Here's the new seat. Doesn't that look good? Am I right? But everything is basically done. I'm gonna just do a quick like run around the bike. So we got the new tires. We got everywhere new tires. The fairings, you can see they're in good condition. Everything is really in order. I'm trying to see right here. Like, the bike is basically perfect. Mine is the little marks on the fairings, I guess. You know, right there and right there. But we got somebody coming to pick it up today. I'll let you guys know at the end how much what the difference is of how much I bought it for and how much we're getting for it. But this bike is great. I've been riding it around for a couple days, taking it to school and whatnot. But it's getting sold. Why is it not focusing? Hello? There we go. So yeah, it's getting sold. So I'll talk to you guys after we saw this.
I don't know if it's currently recording, but yeah, guys, we're still on the bike. It's a good thing I brought my helmet with the GoPro on, because I can just record this little quick bit right here. But yeah, we're still on the bike. We're currently following him to the base. That's where he currently resides. And so I decided to help him out. He came in his bike, so might as well drop it off for him. But I'll probably cut some bit to the point where we get towards the place. He already paid for the bike, he already has the title. Yeah, this bike is very nice. He's gonna be happy with it. It has 9,710 miles as of now. He takes it to up north. I think he said like every couple of days, and yeah, he's gonna put a lot of miles. This bike is gonna get put to work. I try to tell the guy to reposition his feet every now and then, but it's like I just do it just to be on the brake or in the clutch. I'm like, yeah, but like, you know, if you're taking a lean or something, that's gonna be a little bit dangerous. But hopefully he applies it later. He got duck feet going on right now. That's such a nice bike. I plan on still keeping the 650 most likely. I want to get a bigger bike. I don't need one. I would like one. Just a want. Nope. Oh, wrong way.
And we're back. Guess what? Good news. We sold the bike. I don't know if I got the clips. I thought I turned my GoPro on. I need to check if I got the footage. But I got some footage of me helping the guy take back both of his bikes after he bought the orange 650 back. And so we sold it. The numbers, we'll just talk some numbers. I bought the bike for $2,000. I put about $600 into it. But if you're counting the tools and all the stuff that I needed in order to do the work, I put about $300 extra just in tools, and I sold it for $3,850. So not counting tools, it's about a $1,250 positive, like I guess profit. And if we're counting the tools and everything else, it's about $950. But I also got good news. You see, this is my bike. And we were able to find another bike. Boom. Which is very funny because this is basically the same bike as the other one. This is a 2009 Ninja 650. But the thing is that I don't know almost anything about this bike. I know that the guy that I bought it of was a pretty interesting guy, we'll say the least. I don't know how much mileage this bike has. I also don't know if it runs. One of the things that I was looking at, which surprised me a lot, is if you can see right here, there's something very important missing. Let's see. Any guesses, guys? Any guesses? Yeah. It's missing a whole exhaust. A whole exhaust system. There was nothing on it. And so, yeah, I got this bike for very cheap. I got this bike for $500. And I was thinking about it. I was like, is it even worth it? Like, worst comes to worst, the engine is blown or something, right? But we'll see what happens. Luckily, this bike, when I bought it, since it has already an exhaust on it, the guy gave me the old exhaust. And I looked it up, and I'm pretty sure that a 2012 exhaust fits a 2009 exhaust, just because they didn't really do any changes to the engines and stuff necessarily. And it should just be like plug and play. It really shouldn't be too much about it. But I'm gonna try to edit the other video. That was a video that took about like a month to record, with intervals of waiting for parts, leaving it on Facebook, waiting for it to sell and stuff like that. But it sold. We made some money off of it. Now on to the next bike. I also need to get the title for this. This was just a bill of sale. And yeah, if you guys want to see that, let me know. I'm also still looking around for some other bikes. You know, I don't really view this as a side hustle. This is the first time that I've done this. But I mainly just enjoy learning about the bikes and working on them. I find that as a great pastime, or as like a hobby. And of course, like, the money's cool and all, but I find it very enjoyable. I find the learning experiences and just everything that I gain off of it much more useful than the actual money, because it's not like I put in a lot of hours to the last bike. I put in probably like 70, 80 hours. And so if we're doing it to like a, what is it, hour per money made, I probably made about like $20 per hour, which is still really good. Don't get me wrong. Like, I'm still very fortunate to have able to bought the bike and sold the bike. And so, yeah. And I'll give you guys a quick rundown of the bike in the next video. If you guys want to see that, please leave a comment. I know that this video was kind of rough because I'm getting the hang of this stuff, but let me know. Well, if I can keep on finding some bikes, I'll keep on doing this kind of content. If you want to see some more riding content videos, I could also do that as well. And yeah, I'll leave it at that, guys. I'll talk to y'all later. You guys have a good day. Have a good one. I don't know. And see you on the next one. Bye-bye.